Hello, hello, this is JilliBling. How are you today? What do you think? Bright baubles. Doesn't that need the word bling in it? It just, to me, they go together. So, what do you think? Get that glue dot on there. Isn't that pretty? I love this. The minute I saw the stamp set, I knew I wanted to color these. So, I stamped, I think, 6 of them, and I colored quite a few. Therefore, I have quite a few samples to show you. And this designer paper, 6x6 paper, oh, I've got it right here. This is the pattern I used. To me, it looks a bit like Christmas tree. But there are quite a few other samples in here. And each one of them, oh, that would be a good Christmas tree one too. Each one is really pretty. I love these colors. And I like how many sheets you get of each one, so you could really dive in and make something with them. So that's the paper. So when coloring these, like I said, I stamped 6 of them and I just started coloring and coloring, thinking I'm going to color using the papers, the colors in the paper, such as Evergreen, Misty Moonlight, Soft Succulent, and Sand. I like this one best. Okay, maybe this one best. But just sitting there coloring away, these colors are a little bit too dark. It blends in too much with the designer paper. So then I did one a little bit lighter, and this one stands out a bit better. Oh, are you admiring this bling? These are garden gems, and they're from the Eden's Garden product suite. And right now, I have a flyer that I could show you where you can order them. They're good while supplies last. But the Eden's Garden stamp set will be in the upcoming mini catalog, so you could still get the stamp set, but the gems are good while supplies last, as well as the designer paper. Anyhow, that's where these beautiful gems came from. Look on here. This card is quite a bit calmer because this is a little more solid. The bauble is a little bit lighter, so it stands up against the designer paper. It doesn't get lost in it. This, I try to put words on the bottom. I'm not sure that I like that. The bauble is beautiful enough. Okay, so Bright Baubles bundle. Oh, and wait till you see these dies. Look at all those. Joy, Merry and Bright, Christmas Tree, Snowflake. So I want to do something with all of them. And I'm thinking of doing it as a project box. So there'll be samples of all these in the project box. And Tasteful Labels is used for this label right here. But like I said, I don't know if I should have that on there. Oh, and then Stitched Whimsy. I've had this die set for ever since the catalog came out. And I thought that it cut out a shape like this, a rectangle shape, which is a perfect layer for a card. But no, it just gives you an adorable frame. So at the time when I first did it, I was disappointed. I tried cutting along the edges and I just didn't like it. But I love how it turned out here. So it is a big die. And it just makes all this little stitching. Okay, ready to get started? Versa mark only. So, this little bit is perfect size for the inside of the card. It's hard to throw it away when it fits so perfectly. Okay. So this piece of sandpaper is just for that whimsy die cut. So here's one done. So I'll take the base paper, fold it in half, and then this just gets stuck on top with regular adhesive. And there we go. And the designer paper just gets put on flat. Because I did two with this side up, I'm going to do another one with this evening evergreen. A little bit. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see if I have another one. Stamp and seal. This stuff is really sticky. And you know what? They take time to put a little reclosable seal on it, but once I take it out of here, I just use it. I don't need to reseal it. The stuff is really sticky. Stamp and seal. Okay, onward we go. Okay, these are inside papers. We'll do this part in just a minute. So, the bubble. Right here, like I said, I cut quite a few of them. And you know, using the die, which is right here, tomorrow is day to get my nails done. Then I could pick stuff up. This, it cuts it out, but I find that I need to keep going back and trimming it. So you could use the die if you want, but I ended up trimming every one of them. So, yeah, I don't know. But this little piece right here, that cuts out this right here. Okay, and then you can color. Okay, so I colored 4 of them. Isn't that pretty? How would you color it? And try to have it stand out. You know, using this paper, I could get into the reds. Yeah, okay. But I have one done. Look at that. I caught on that I need to have this lighter than the designer paper. Oh, Bo, you need to go out. Okay, hold on. Okay, come on. You go out. Come on. Go get him, tiger. Get him. Okay, so this bauble stands out quite a bit better. At first when I was coloring it, I thought there isn't enough color on it because I tried to leave an area kind of a pearlescent, kind of a white color, but I think it looks good. And the bling, we had to do a bow. I have a double bow. So here are those gems. So they're small rounds, and these have a cherry cobbler iridescence on them, a little bit bigger. And then there's these marquee shape. And I think I used the round ones. So how about if we use, 2 of them have the round, and now 2 of them are going to have these marquee shape. They're just so pretty. So if you want them, order them quick. I'll put them as a thumbnail in my blog down at the bottom of the post that shows these pictures. So it'll be easy just to click on it and see if they're still available. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is my favorite. This one is my favorite. What we got going here? Okay, I'm going to use this. You all use this outside edge, right? Because it works just as well as those pretty little, I don't think are they a hexagon? It is 6-sided. Hexagon maybe, not octagon. Okay, so that will go right here. No words again. I think that's best for me. And because this is frayed, I'm going to make it a bit of a tiny little bow. For all of you that want to do double bows, go to my videos. So across the top there's home The next section is videos. Go to videos, scroll way down. I think it was like the second or third video I ever made, because everyone asks, how do you do those bows? Okay, and the dimensionals. They're now living on the flap rather than the base. It's confusing. Okay, so little bow. Okay, the outside is done. The outside is beautiful. So now for the inside. What should we do on the inside? This has been a challenge all along. I like the Merry and Bright. There's one of them that I put the joy all down along the bottom. I think that's cute, but I already did that. How about some with these ornaments? Oh, it's ready to go. And maybe I'll do it in, the words can be embossed. To you and yours, Merry and Bright Christmas. See, these are all little separate pieces. And wishing you, what's this one? So much Merry and Bright Christmas, no. So much, how about so much joy? Well, I'm not wishing a Merry Christmas, but I kind of like how that sounds. Okay, all these little pieces, lining them up so that they're all parallel with the edge of the paper. Ooh. It's possible. Maybe if I put this under here, it'll help me with lining it up better. But it seems like every time one of them is crooked. Put it right in the middle. So much joy. Okay, let's hope that's straight. I'm going to put in gold embossing powder. Okay, I'm going to cook it. Okay, there we go. I kind of want to do something on here. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe the Merry and Bright. Maybe I could do that a few times. So when you have wrapping paper, you know how you never have the perfect image right in the middle of the paper. The image just keeps going and going. That's my thought on here. You could tell what it says, but I'm not trying to put it right in the middle. Okay, so that's going to go into gold powder. Okay, there's my background right there. But I want to do, with these little sparkles and memento, so I could give them a hint of color, I want to do some of those. I think I stamped that crooked. Some of these. I'm doing it in memento so I could color them. On one of the cards I did put these in, and I did them in the gold embossing powder. But trying to color it, the blends, they dissolve the gold embossing powder. So that it worked out okay, but I noticed it was starting to smear, and I don't like that. Okay, so the more I stamp, and you can tell I'm kind of going crazy with this, the more I need to color. So just less is more. Call it quits. Okay, so the colors, looking at all this, let me see how crooked that looks. Okay, I'm going to try to straighten it out. That's better. Okay, so the colors I have on here are mint, crumb, slate, evergreen, and daffodil. So I think because these are sparkly, I'm going to do some maybe in mint. Because it's so small, I probably can't do, that's jade. I can't do too much shading, so I'm going to do it in mint and daffodil. I'll do it in dark daffodil, which will look like the gold embossing powder. That's my thought. So I'll just do every other one. Just a little hint of color. How do I get a smear on there? I don't know. The only thing to smear is the black memento. Usually it dries pretty quick. Okay, there it is. So, on to assembly. Sticky, sticky. It's so sticky. I was just thinking, remember, I don't know if you did it, when you were a teenager, they had those Biore, whatever, the pore cleansers. They look like the Breathe Right strips. That stuff is so sticky, you could probably make your own Biore clean pore strips. It's really sticky. Well, I didn't cut that so well. I see my little angled edge. But hopefully once I put this on, you won't notice. You just look at the little sparkles. Okay, there it is. Simple. Didn't take too long. Okay, I did color for a long time yesterday. Okay, all day yesterday. I had fun, but if you like coloring, this is the one for you. If you don't like coloring, no comment. Okay, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day.